Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now, matter of fact, you see me dodging that, son. You know what I'm saying? Just for the time being. I'll be in it when I need to be in it. But right now, I can't deal with that sun in my eyes. I'm doing a video. But creators, creators are here to create, you know. And, creators in essence are here to help the world evolve, because if everybody was still doing things the way, mom and dad taught us and the way their parents taught us and the way their parents, then, everything would kind of stay stagnant. And, we got to bring in ideas all these ideas we're channeling from these other dimensions and from our higher self. We're bringing that into the physical in order to evolve and change and move forward, you know. So I thought about how, in essence, we're here to be, especially like, all the star seeds, indigos, rainbows, crystal children. We're here to be game breakers in essence. We're here to change things all around in a good manner, you know. Because I thought about like with me and my jewelry business and just a lot of my business in general, where I just do things the way I feel like doing it. It's like, people like, oh, do you have a Etsy or eBay? And it's like, nah. All right, well, it's pretty. It's like, and it's almost like fall into that box, like, like, oh, wait, the only way for me to sell things and be productive, I gotta box myself in with the platform that everybody else is using because that's the only way to make money. And it's like, nah, I'm a, I'm here to show you that you could do it without that. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, you'll realize that the people you know, that may don't want to buy because you don't have an Etsy, you could do without those people in essence because wasn't really trying to support you in any way. In essence, they want to see you in the box. Like until you conform to the way that everybody else do things, I'm not gonna do business with you. Fine by me. You know what I'm saying? Blessings is a free will universe. You do as you please. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I'm not going. Because I thought about it. That's why I've been having my Etsy for so long and never really got into it. I'm like, man, what's stopping me from making money the way I am now? Except for people just suggesting that, hey, have you tried Etsy? Have you tried eBay? And it's like, you know, I like doing things the way I'm doing it. And my thing is, I know that, oh yeah, I gotta have a professional pro. But that's even the thing too. I want to show everybody that you could be professional and be all this without being the old standard of professional. You know what I'm saying? It's just carrying yourself with an authentic vibration in an authentic way. Because if I know that I'm gonna take care of people, orders, and do it in the right manner, I don't need to have no Etsy or eBay to further like prolong. I know that I'm gonna make the money I'm meant to make. I'm gonna connect with the people I'm meant to connect with, no matter how I present my information on YouTube, how I present my jewelry. Things are gonna happen for me in the best way possible, regardless of the structure that I use to present it. You know, and that's what I be trying to make people understand. Like I don't have to uh, do all these box myself into to be a business person or to do these things. You know what I'm saying? It is basically you're becoming a sheep in essence, and you falling into the guidelines of everybody else, and then you basically keeping things the same. Because when the people who come down to change things go into complying with the old stuff and just boxing themselves in, then who's gonna really change you know, the world or the universe in essence if, the people who came to make the change is doing the same thing that the people of the past were doing and being taught to do. Then there's no change gonna come about if we do things all the way, mom and daddy taught us, like I say, because and two is all about being your authentic self. I thought about like the creators who create things, you know what I'm saying? Like all the great musicians, all the great artists, they're not sitting around and asking the crowd, what kind of picture do you think I should paint next? For all their material. or which way do you think I should present my next music album? You know, nah, they just do it, and it's up to you whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to deal with it or not. But they're not jumping through no hoop, you know what I'm saying, to present this to you. Creators gonna create in the authentic vibration from themselves. So you either, like it or you don't. And plus, most creators on that level understand that we're gonna be successful just by our mind frame of, being successful. That alchemy of the brain, knowing that I don't have to depend on the conditions of having a haircut and wearing a suit and looking nice, you gotta look presentable. Presentable, whose definition of presentable? You know, a European definition of presentable? You know. And when I say European, I had to think about that the other day. I ain't talking about all my people in Europe. When I use that terminology, I'm talking about like the old Europeans that started oppression and stuff. I ain't, people that's in Britain and England and stuff right now. I'm not, I'm not talking down on y'all. When I thought about that, I wanted to say that, but but to whose standards is, business and suit and tie and you got to do this. I'm not knocking the people that do go about things that way, but like. And matter of fact, it's one of the reasons why I got my tattoos and started living the way, rocking the way I want to rock because, you know, people view me and think, oh, well, he doesn't look professional. But then they missing out on meeting a great, genuine person, all because they decided to egotistically judge and look at my physical appearance and say, well, he doesn't look like a teacher. He doesn't look like somebody that, well, cool. That back like a video I made before where knowledge is meant for certain people, certain situations. So you know, if my image and my delivery of things is off-putting, then it wasn't meant for you to to interact with me, or was it meant for you to get what I have to offer in essence. Because another thing too, I thought about her, like, matter of fact, I love my customers, I love my viewers, I love everybody, that support me. But I won't become a slave to all the suggestions and all the things that, viewers and people comment. Because then, say for instance, I became an entrepreneur so I could, in essence, we all, so we could be our own boss, And how could you be your own boss if you're listening? When I say listening, of course you could, hear people out, but if you listening to what, all right, somebody say do my business like this, oh, all right, let me do it like this. And now don't get me wrong, some suggestions, but you'll realize though, where you'll get, like, say for instance, one a certain viewer might tell me something, man, like I say bye, but then one viewer say something, and then that intuitive voice and that source within striking, like, that's kind of like a message from me indirectly. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should take heed to what this person is suggesting, and cool. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, all these loose suggestions and things of that nature is like you'll be becoming a slave to you know, to the viewers and to your customers and everything, by listening to everything they suggest and tell you to do. It's like I might as well go get a 9 to 5 and just, and not even make videos so people won't even have nothing to comment or, do nothing with. I just go and get a job and listen to that boss. If I want to listen to a boss, if I want to listen to somebody other than myself, you know, it's like I might as well go pack it up and go get a 9 to 5 if I'm just, you know, doing this to jump through the hoops. And like I said, creators create. Erica Badu not asking everybody, all right, how should you think I should do this next album? You know, nah, she just come out with that shit and we love it. You know what I'm saying? And even if you don't like it, you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. I love you, but you don't have to like everything I make. I am expressing myself. And where's the self-expression in taking all these suggestions from outside people? That's another reason why, it's not a good thing to ask people or talk to people about your dreams and aspirations or what's the approach to it, especially if they haven't dealt with it before, because they're going to give you things from their perception, you know what I'm saying, that's going to in most cases hinder you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you try to like, well, let me see what so and so think about being an entrepreneur. But so and so been working a 9 to 5 and scared to be, you know, an entrepreneur themselves. Then you're gonna get a 9 to 5 mind frame, you know, or a 9 to 5 perspective, I should say, from that person. That's gonna hinder your growth. So in the grandness of the situation, you know, it's all about just doing what you authentically feel right for yourself. So I tell everybody with my videos, you know, I drop you know, knowledge that, you know, for the most part is not opinions, you know, it's certain knowledge that you could go to and get, you know what I'm saying? But I tell people you don't, you know, if this may not resonate with you and you don't have to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to force you to listen to me, and if this information don't resonate with you, then don't flow with it, you know, because it's not for you. And that's the way, you know, you got your inner guidance, you got your inner source. And in some cases, like even down to like you know, like a comment where somebody may suggest a comment on my YouTube channel, and I think to myself, well, let me go look at their YouTube channel and see how good they're doing. You know, since they're suggesting, you know, or how I should run mine, they must have a great YouTube channel that I could use as an example. So let me go, and then you probably go to find out that they ain't even got no YouTube. You know, but just using that for example, like, you know, and like I say, that doesn't mean you shouldn't take suggestions from people, and that doesn't mean that a person without a YouTube channel can't have a good suggestion about how to handle a YouTube channel. You know, because like I say, Source could speak through one of those people to you. So, you know, it's a possibility, but it will resonate with you, you know, on that level. But, you know, it, what good does it do you to take, you know, suggestions and advice you know, from people that's either not on the same journey as you, y'all know y'all don't operate the same, y'all brain function different, you know, because if I function a certain way, then certain knowledge or a certain approach to doing things won't work for me. You know, another thing like kind of like how I brought up the video not too long ago about where for me in which somebody was like, "Oh no, you gotta visualize the money too," and you know, it's like, yeah, but I'm mostly speaking for myself. You know, when I go to visualizing things I want to manifest, you know, like and I could focus on money, but it's just better for me when I just see the lifestyle that, you know, I'm, you know, moving into, you know, and not necessarily looking at the money, you know. But that's to each his own. You know, like, and that's why I brought it up in the essence where, you know, at first it came off as that, but I really meant like on my growth for me, in my experience, you know what I'm saying? That works better for me, you know. And that doesn't mean you have to follow that guideline. That's the way my vibration operates. You know what I'm saying? With my vibrational metabolism, I every now and then like to drink coffee and binge on reading books and doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know, and that's another thing too. You know, you start to realize, man, we moving into our authentic vibration. Dodging that stuff. Yeah, we're moving into the, you know, into becoming our authentic selves, and that's what it's about. You know, just being who you feel you should be, and not waiting for somebody's suggestion on who you should be. You know, but and like I say, we are here. You know, indigo, star seed. You know, all these little names and terminologies for the, you know, the vibrations or the soul, the newer souls and vibrations that's coming into earth. You know, we're here to help earth evolve, and not here to keep it the same. Again, we're here to help, you know, we're here to help things evolve and move forward and ascend. We're not here to keep it in the same place. So by that means doing things differently, you know. That means being a business person with gold teeth in your mouth and tattoos and dreadlocks, and not having to wear a suit and having a haircut and looking like the old-fashioned, you know, European way of you know, the way they want us to do things, you know. Females, take that perm out your head if that's not your natural hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to, you know, comply only if you're playing that game. You know, I'm talking about to entrepreneurs, you know. But if you being your own boss, then be you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you complying to it, like you know, you chasing this business world stuff and all that, then, you know, in some cases, the only way through the door is that. But even then, I would say, If you do a little mental alchemy, you could probably, even change the environment of those workplaces. You know, you never know. But just at the end of the day, be yourself. You know, be your authentic self. And when you're looking for suggestions, or if you are looking for advice or a mentor, make sure that person is either already in the profession of what you're into, or and make sure that not using this to how can I say, using it as just information to build off of, but you're not making it like, all right, this person said this, then I'm gonna have to do it like how they just suggested to me. No, just build upon. But like I say, but in some cases, that could be, a thing that you don't want to do and could be detrimental. Because, like I say, you go to getting these suggestions from any and everybody on certain situations that they don't even, that they're not even used to or well versed in. Like, they don't have the information on it to really give you a good suggestion. So you might not want to ask every and anybody, you know, suggestion like, what? How you think I should move to California? And you asking this to a person that been in the same city all their life, they gonna tell you stay home. And that's the thing, you just gotta realize that. But that's it, the most I could elaborate on this point. Peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. In between the sunlight and the darkness. What's done in the darkness shall come to the light. What's done in the darkness shall come to the light. I see you. Peace. Happy now.